Ladies and gentlemen, I want to call into order the leadership, our political leadership in our country, Kenya. Because as all of us, we know that we are a community, we are a society that is traditionally or that is characterized by the respect that we have for our elders. But the way we are doing our politics of late, something is out of order. Therefore, I take this opportunity to call into order some of our leaders, starting from the highest hierarchy of the leadership of Kenya, that is the President of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, and his deputy, Rigathi Gachagua. Let me start with the President. President William Samoei Ruto is fond of calling Raila Odinga my brother. I think he learned this from Uhuru Kenyatta when Uhuru Kenyatta was calling Raila my big brother. That is okay with Uhuru Kenyatta because according to our traditions and according to our norms, anybody who is older than you by the gap of 20 years, that is your father automatically according to our culture. Therefore, William Ruto being 56 years old and Raila Odinga 78, therefore Raila Odinga becomes automatically an elder and a father to many of us and even Ruto himself. So Ruto calling Raila Odinga my brother, that one is just being out of order. Therefore, I call the president into order. When you are addressing Raila Odinga, address him as my father or address him as Honorable Raila Odinga. That will be better. For Rigathi Gachagua, he calls Raila Odinga, and I think he learned also from Ruto, because if Ruto is not respecting Raila Odinga or doesn't respect the elders, then all the people that are beneath him will all behave the same. Because if you see every day when Rigathi Gachagua will address Raila Odinga, in fact, he will always call him ule mzee wa kitandawili. And this one, I'm sure 100% that he learned from William Samoei Ruto, the president. Therefore, I want to call also Rigathi Gachagua into order, because you are, according to your age, you are 58 years old. Therefore, Raila Odinga, there is a gap of 20 years between you and Raila Odinga. Therefore, he makes it an elder, not only an elder, but your father too. Therefore, when you are addressing him, you ought to address him with respect and orderly, whereby you understand that you respect the elders because you are also becoming an elder and you ought to be respected. I want also to look at even the rest of the people that are in this government, the Ruto government. Most of them, when they address our elders, when they address Kalonzo Musyoka, who is a statesman, Raila Odinga, who is a statesman, they all don't address them as elders and people who deserve respect. What kind of society are we trying to raise? Because if our children will learn from us. Right now, because of the president, the way he doesn't respect other leaders and mainly the elders, you see that even the presidency is not respected at this juncture. Therefore, I want to call into order, because I've never seen anybody saying a word like this or passing a message like this. I want to pass that kind of a message that all of us, we need to understand and we need to realize. By the way, the people like somebody like Raila Odinga, in fact, the way Kenyan gave him the name Baba, he deserves that name. And I think I will put another video of talking about the Odinga's family, because this is the greatest family that we have in Kenyan politics. A selfless family that has given us leaders, that has allowed leadership to prevail, even sometimes by denying themselves the opportunity that they have. Starting from Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, he could have been the first president of Kenya. But he refused and allowed Jomo Kenyatta the first president of Kenya, to be in place of him, or in place that he was supposed to be the president, because the British government approached him and allowed him to take up leadership, but he refused, because he said there is no Uhuru if Jomo Kenyatta is in jail. Therefore, Kenyans, we need to pay respect to the people who have played a big role in the politics of our country, and they have been on the right side of history. Therefore, the Raila Odinga family, this is a family that needs to be respected. Even though the things that have been happening, you know, all the elections that have been stolen from Raila Odinga, I believe Raila Odinga might not be a president of Kenya, but he will go down in the history of our country as the greatest statesman in our politics and in the history of our nation. Therefore, young people, don't learn from these leaders who are abusing our elders, because tomorrow you will be an elder. Some are insulting former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And the people who are insulting him, some of them are just supposed to, or they are age of his son. That is very wrong, and that is out of order. When you address these people, you can do your politics. Why don't you don't have any other message other than insulting people? Deputy President, this was straight to you. You every message you give to Kenyans, you cannot speak anything without invoking the name of Raila Odinga. I want to tell you, and I want to call you into order. Raila Odinga is your father, and you ought to respect him. Raila Odinga is an elder, and Kenyans love him. The reason you always talk every day, it is because you understand. You can see it very, very open and very clear that he is respected and loved by Kenyans. So go over it. This is a statesman, and we love him. Thank you, Kenyans.